Do it quickly. We catch more.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Singapore. Today we're off to a little bit of a different adventure in Singapore. Today we're gonna go fishing. If you're new here, my name is Mark.
I'm Haitian.
This is my lovely wife, Haitian. We're full-time travelers. We travel around normally in New Zealand in our caravan, but at the moment we're traveling around the world and we are in Singapore. So if you like travel, fishing and this kind of stuff, make sure you stay tuned and subscribe. There are lots of places here in Singapore where you can go prawn fishing in the middle of downtown, basically in some of the shopping malls. But these places get quite crowded, and we decided to go a little bit further out of town, take the bus and train. It took us about an hour to get here to a place called Pasir. Pasir, that's the place name. And there's a place called Fish at Pasir, and it's a little bit out of town. There's also a little bit of a park and beach area that we're going to check out. I'm thinking that this place is not quite as busy, and it's in the middle of the day on a Thursday. So we'll see how that goes. Some of the prawn places in town, apparently I looked up a bit of information, of course, before we went there. Ooh, look at this guy. We were too late, we couldn't film him, I think. A big lizard, a big iguana type lizard. So yeah, I of course looked up a few places in town, and quite a few don't have the best reviews because, well, they put the prawns in those big ponds. Lots of prawns die, and sometimes it's difficult to catch them as well. So yeah, I wonder if the water quality on those prawn fishing places is very good in downtown. Even here, they probably have to add antibiotics and things like that to keep the prawns alive. So maybe not something you want to eat every day, but I mean, if you buy them in the supermarket, you buy the farmed prawns too, so it's probably the same. Anyway, I'm pumped right now. Super pumped to catch my first prawn.
That's close.
Haitian is pumped too. There's a wave passion Pasir. That's like a sort of a water park here. Haven't seen the ocean since we left New Zealand. Well, it's very different from downtown Singapore for sure. Living in New Zealand, you don't have many people around most of the time. We came from the Catlins on the very south of New Zealand, straight to Singapore, basically. And I'm getting almost claustrophobic in those shopping malls, in the MRT, in the subway, by being surrounded by so many people. Not used to that. So it's kind of a relief to see an area like this in Singapore as well. A nice little park area, a bit of a jungle. Feels more like Southeast Asia. Oh, look at that. We got the nice palm trees here. And a paddleboard hire here as well. Lots of big paddleboards behind me at the Kokomo Beach Club. It feels very tropical here now. This is the beach area in Singapore behind me. And there's the city skyscrapers in the background. There's an airplane coming up there behind me as well from the airport.
It's a really nice beach town, holiday town.
Feels a bit like Southeast Asia, like Thailand or something.
Should we dip our feet on here?
No, we're gonna go prawn fishing first. Fishing at Pasir, prawn fishing. There's another one. Bali hut, what is that? Bait hut. I can see the thing that's coming up straight away in front of us. Catch the biggest prawns in Singapore, monthly competition. How good is that? No busy place here. So these places are crazy, have crazy open times. They're open from 9 a.m. in the morning until 6 a.m. the next morning. So you can come here in the middle of the night to do your prawning. These are the ponds where we are fishing. Salt seawater pond, tiger prawn. Fine if you catch them by hand. $50 fine. So yeah, I'm actually stoked that it's not very busy at all. And you get all sorts of different ponds here for saltwater prawns, for freshwater. Hopefully we can also cook them here. All right, let's check out the place, how much we have here. Hello.
Yeah.
We wanted to try a little bit of prawning.
Prawning?
Yeah. It's different ponds, the prices. This is freshwater, this is saltwater. So we wanted to try maybe the saltwater for the tiger prawns. Can we have 1 hour, 2 watts?
Okay, 1 hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is easier?
Freshwater easy.
Easier?
Easy.
But these ones are small.
Easy.
Easy, but it tastes good. Ah.
Can we do one each? 1 rod for that, 1 rod for that? We do 1 rod each. One, you do freshwater, I do saltwater. Can we cook here? Barbecue?
Barbecue can.
Can do, yeah? Cool. Awesome, yeah. So it is 24 Singapore dollars for 1 hour, and for the freshwater it's 22, so it's pretty much the same.
Freshwater green color. Saltwater orange color.
Okay, cool. And bait, chicken heart. All right. Okay, saltwater, freshwater.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we got a net here, that's our catch net with a little hook. I suppose we're supposed to hang that in the water, and if we catch one, it goes in there, so it's alive. So this is the rod they give us. There's a little mini hook here at the bottom of the rod, and we got a float here to indicate if we get a bite. So all we need to do is put a little chicken heart on that. Chicken heart is already cut nicely into small prawn bait sized pieces. Patient is trying to figure out if we can do one after another instead of both at the same time. But they don't speak very well English here. Okay, let's go. We don't have too much time. Let's get started with it. 1 hour starting. So we got a bit of a rubber here to hold the thing in place. And now we're just gonna unwind this. All right, look how that is tied on here. It's just sort of broken tip and just tied on. But I guess for prawns you don't really need anything else. Okay, so let's see. Now we're just gonna put a piece of chicken heart on here. It's a bit disgusting, but there we go. Got our float here. All right, so we got a nice chair to sit down, so it's a bit of a relaxing type of fishing. What do you guys reckon? What do you think about this spot, prawn fishing here in Singapore? Now, I've never done prawn fishing. I just asked ChatGPT earlier, and ChatGPT reckons you want to let them eat it for a couple seconds, 5 seconds or something, and then get them up. See if we can get this float to move a little bit. Float is moving right now.
Really?
I think it's just moving from the water that is moving around here. The guy just came and chucked a couple of prawns into this, what's that, pipe? And I think those are the prawns that are swimming around on the top now. I read a comment in one of the reviews, and they said, like, when they put fresh prawns in there, they'll sort of swim around on the top for a while until they settle on the bottom. And you probably won't be able to catch the ones up on the top unless we can snake them up with a hook, maybe. Maybe a little bit further in the middle. It'd be good if we can just snag one up here, like, you know, like bang.
While Mark was waiting for his first catch, a fisherman next to us pulled in a huge prawn.
This is the big one, huh?
Prawn. Not same. That one is the seawater prawn.
Yeah.
This one is the river prawn.
How many did you catch so far today?
Not a lot, maybe 7.
You have to be careful not to pinch by those claws. The experienced fisherman knows exactly how to handle them.
Okay, I caught my first prawn, guys. Check this out here. It's a small one only, but it's definitely eaten the bait. The hook is in its mouth here. This is our live catch net. Just keep it fresh. Yes, one prawn. How good is that? It's actually quite exciting. Big one swimming around there. Hopefully we get a big boy, not only the really small ones. You're not allowed to use pork and cockles for catching them. Maybe that's the major bait. And what happened when I got the prawn, it just started moving in a bit of a weird way. Because of all the bubbles, now it's moving in a bit of a weird way as well, but nothing on there. You kind of feel it straight away if something is on there because you got a bit of weight. But it takes them a while to eat that.
Come on, right away. Wow. Woohoo! Big one. Oh, yay!
Woohoo! We got another one, guys. Yo! Woo! It's actually really good fun, eh? It's very exciting. And they kind of eat this hook here. So we got this one It is really exciting. It's kind of technical because you have to watch the little float move around, and sometimes it goes down, and then you kind of have to wait a little bit until it sort of eats it and then jerk it up to set the hook. Oh wow, we got 2 prawns already, all in this area. They really eat all the chicken out. Look, the bait's gone, everything is gone here. Nothing on the hook anymore. Who would have thought that you can actually go fishing here in Singapore? Actually, I'm hooked to prawn fishing, guys. If you come to Singapore, you should definitely give that a go. It's good fun.
What's the bite like? Really like a snapper or not? What color like?
It's a bit like maybe very light, maybe like a flounder or something. I like watching it when we do squid fishing and stuff like that. I always fish under float as well because I like watching the float moving around. It's a bit kind of concentrating on the float, and then when the float dips down or starts moving erratically, it's quite an exciting type of fishing, I always find. The trick is not to sort of strike as soon as you see the float moving. You want to wait a little while so that the prawn has some time to basically eat it or walk away with it. And then you jerk it up to set the hook. It's really easy to get excited and then just jerk it up. But if you wait too long, they might just spit it out again, right? Depends if they decide to eat it with a hook. Okay, Haitian is having a go now, guys. I lost a real big prawn and I'm so frustrated right now. We got 2 on board and we lost basically 3 prawns. I was too stupid to land it. The big prawn just now came off the hook, and the other ones I pulled the hook too early before they were actually hooked. Haitian is fully concentrated. Now, like I said, I'm no expert on prawning, but if it's anything similar to fishing, then probably they like also a little bit structure and shelter, so they probably hang around closer to the corners and the walls, especially during the daytime. That's my theory, at least. As you can actually see in the clear pool with those kind of prawns, I don't know what they are here, but they're all sitting on the sides, so my theory might be okay. There are just a few in the middle, but most of them are just sitting around here, right in the corner, like in the other pool where we caught them. Lots of them sitting around here. But then as we move towards the middle, that's getting pretty sparse in there. But then around the edges, we got them sitting there again. Yeah, so I think that kind of confirms my theory that they'll be sitting on the edges. Okay, we're gonna try a worm now. See how that goes. A bit harder to hook. Supposed to increase the catch rate. Okay, let's give that a try. See how the worm will fare with those prawns. Oh, the worm is already stuck in, got already snagged up there. Okay, let it down, Haitian. Let's see what the worm does. There's a sign there. It says using worms will increase the catch rate by 5 to 10 times more. And the worms are free, so let's see. I thought they were for the freshwater mainly. Those are saltwater worms, I think. You're supposed to cut them up into, what did it say, like 1 centimeter size inserted. They're wiggly a bit instead of chicken hearts. I just thought there was one. We are running out of time. We only had two prawns so far. And I just had another one that dragged down that float and I couldn't hook it. What is going on? Yeah, there. Just dragging down, walking around with it. Up. No! Why? Why are we not hooking them anymore? All right, guys, time is up, unfortunately. We got chased off that pool. We go to the freshwater pool and have another hour with 1 rod. We got only 2 prawns and we lost so many. We could have had 6 at least. Unfortunately, I was too stupid to catch them, but at least we got 2 that we can barbecue up later. It's real good fun, though. It's really addictive. I'm almost thinking of buying another hour here. But see how we do at the freshwater pond. People that fish here behind me in the freshwater pond, they've been pulling in quite a few already that we've seen. Oh, what did you do here? Look, what did you do with the hook here? How are you gonna get this one right? Oh, cool, you got it. We'll put on a bit of a chicken heart here. Let's try 1 piece. I got a bit greedy earlier and put 2 pieces on, and afterwards we couldn't catch any hook anymore prawns. So maybe one piece is a little bit better because you got more hooks sticking out that way. Try to fish as good as you can in the corner and not too much in the middle. What is he doing there now with this in our pool? I think he's looking for dead prawns in the saltwater pool now. He's got like a net and a light and he's looking for fishing out dead prawns. I don't suppose they survive too long in here. How's the feeling? Are you feeling confident?
Feeling nothing.
You're gonna catch a few? What do you think?
I hope so.
We got to catch at least 2 more, otherwise we have only 2 for our lunch. Down, going down. Oh, was one on.
Was it?
They are really hard to hook, those prawns. There must be a trick to hook them a little bit better. Catch net is important, almost forgot that one. Finally we got one. That's the freshwater prawn here now. Whoops. We got a freshwater prawn. That's a little bit of a different one. It's got some blue claws here. All right, so he's eaten that hook nicely. He's got some claws here. Be careful with the claws.
Oh, he put this down and then.
We got one. How good is that?
Okay.
So this one actually didn't even drag this bait down for some reason. Yeah. It's moving really fast, no? Moving. Shit. It's only like this really small one moving. No problem. This one, he's already lost one core. It's a nice big one, no? Or maybe the same size like the previous one. Okay, now it's your turn to catch one. 2 freshwater prawns now and 2 tiger prawns. We still got about 26 minutes left to catch hopefully one more. It's not easy. And it's really tough to tell with those freshwater prawns when they actually take their bait. First your float starts moving around a little bit erratically, but it can also be from the bubbles in the water, right, that it moves around. And then suddenly it dips down a little bit. Oh, Haitian's got one. Awesome. Oh, Haitian's got one. Lucky.
My catch, oh yay! First time for me to catch this little prawn, freshwater prawn. I didn't really notice in the beginning if it's actually hooked or not. They actually pull very hard. Fun activity in Singapore.
4 prawns is not a lot that we have so far, but it should be enough for a little snack. I bet with a little bit of practice, if you come here a couple of times, you catch a lot more. Like this guy over there, he had a whole net full with prawns. Don't know how long he was fishing. We get the 3-hour fishing session and you probably end up with quite a few prawns here.
Yay, another catch, little bit smaller one, but without pole. Yeah, second catch. Do it quickly, we catch more, quickly. Oh yeah. I got one. I think this one is just the one launching my bait all the time. Yes, third catch now. Oh look. Oh, he's very alive. Oh, he's like a very, he wants to kill you. Oh look. Oh, very powerful one.
Well done, Haitian. He caught us already 3 prawns, 4 already. And now she's hooked to prawn fishing. So I was putting a couple pieces of bait on, but it looks like the smaller the bait is actually better, just 1 piece.
It's over.
They're very strict with the timing here. He's timing, and when the hour is over, he comes and sends you off. It's exactly 1 hour, and they come and kick you off the, but you know, you pay for an hour, so you get an hour. We got a few now. So happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're gonna cook them up. So we're at the barbecue place. We got a bit of salt here, some chili sauce, and an electric grill. So I suppose we just chuck them on there. They're still alive though. Cooking them alive like this is a little bit cruel, so let's see how that's gonna work.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that didn't work. How are you supposed to cook them, I wonder, eh? Look, they got these ones. Maybe you're supposed to
Oh, satay.
stick them on like a satay or sort of thing. Okay, let's try. If we stick a satay stick through them, maybe. Maybe, yeah, like that. It might kill them a little bit too if we do it that way. But that's how they do it here, I suppose. Let's see. That way they can't sort of jump away from the barbecue. Now that is amazing. That is amazingly cruel. Imagine we would cook a crayfish in New Zealand like that. We don't want to overcook them too much, eh? That is the tiger prawn. The other ones here are a little bit bigger actually. Turn that off. And yeah, bit of a beer and prawn. Cheers. What an adventure, guys. What a way to catch your own food here in Singapore. Eh? Catching your own food always tastes the best, of course. And as you know, we catch always our own food in New Zealand when we go fishing. So being able to do that here in Singapore is quite unexpected, but it's fun too. So we've got a couple of tiger prawns. I hope I cooked them properly and we don't get sick.
I guess this is the freshest prawn in Singapore.
I think it's cooked. Just gotta remove the old legs and the shell.
Nice and salty. I usually eat this inside, but today I don't think I can.
All these freshwater prawns, they have a bigger head, more stuff in the head.
It's called a picket.
No, they're called big head, that's why.
It's a harder shell.
Bit harder shell, maybe, yeah. Come on. Singapore prawn.
Means has its famous cook.
Might be a little bit undercooked. Still quite soft.
Then you can eat.
Maybe we have to cook them a little bit longer. Cooking them was a little bit of a disaster. First of all, you have to stick a skewer through them, through their head, while they're still alive. But a cruel sort of thing to kill them. Then they can't flip off the barbecue. But I think I barbecued them a little bit too little, especially the ones from the freshwater. I just had one and it was very raw. I'm very worried of getting sick, especially when we fly to Germany tomorrow. So, whew, guys, wish me luck, wish me luck. But I think I'm okay. I spat it out and I washed the rest down with Carlsberg. What I'm wondering is, like, sort of they give you the barbecue grill here, but they don't give you any instructions on how to kill and grill the prawns. I wonder how people know how to do that. Is it like a common thing for Singaporeans who just know how to do it? It would be good to have a little description there. It just says don't put salt or oil or anything on the barbecue, and no instruction on how to kill the prawn or how to grill it. Looks like everyone here knows that, interestingly. Let's have a look now. I've just been grilling them a little bit longer. Should be okay now. They're turning black around here, so I'm pretty sure they are cooked now. Turn the grill off. I would say it's a little bit better to eat them overcooked rather than have them undercooked, right? I think the tiger prawns might taste better than the freshwater prawns. I'm not so sure. That's why they sell tiger prawns everywhere, right? And not freshwater prawns so much. I'm not so sure. You give it a try, Asian.
Too hard to touch, ma. It's like stones.
That is cooked now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely cooked now. The old one, the head was quite juicy inside, the one that I just ate. Oh my god, guys.
Interesting. Taste doesn't like prawn. Just rubbery white meat kind of thing. It's like a peeling chestnut. Skin is very hard. 100% cooked ma. I'm sure. You wanna try?
Okay, let's try now after eating the undercooked one.
But
Tastes different from the tiger
really
prawn.
different, no. It doesn't taste like prawn, like I said, right?
The tiger prawn was definitely a little bit prawny or taste.
This is more like a crayfish taste, right? Tastes more like a oilsy.
Freshwater taste.
Very interesting experience, guys, today. Trying first time freshwater prawn.
Something you probably don't experience every day you go to Singapore. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If so, then make sure you give us a like and subscribe. If you want to see more just travel, just fishing content, fishing and camping content from New Zealand, content from us traveling to Germany soon and trying some weird foods there, make sure you subscribe to the channel and we'll see you very soon.
Don't be salty, guys.